Okay, so full disclosure, it has been quite some time since I last played. I had quite a lot of footage to edit of both this and Divinity, so that's what I've been doing for like the past week. So yeah, it has actually been even longer than that since I played, but I did just finish editing the footage, so that was a nice refresher on where I am and what I'm supposed to be doing. It's something that you don't really realize when you first start recording your gameplay, is it can actually be kind of nice for catching you up when you have to take a break from a game for a bit. Honestly, as far as just reviewing my own footage and what I might be able to do better, is I don't really use the motion trackers as distractions very often. Maybe that's something that I need to try to do more. Other than that, I'm honestly not really sure. I do still think the game's controls just have some problems, but maybe I'll just get better at working with it. We can hope. So, physicians have all been assigned. Honestly, it looks like just about everything that we can get done right now is done, other than, of course, the deployment, and we do have 4 Marines available, but, of course, only 4. And they might all be tired, depending on how that breakdown works. So, let's see what we're looking at. Because, of course, we're looking at going back to Pioneer Station, and that was a bit of a cluster when we were there last. That did not go well, and frankly, I don't expect this to go very well, because it's still going to be us trying to get through a maze with a bunch of xenomorphs, and oddly, a bunch of runners. How were there so many dogs on this station? Because I assume that the runners can only come out of dogs, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they also come out of rats. That would make more sense. It's where we have to go, because I assume we don't want to be nuked.
Understood. Uploading mission data.
And yeah, the hangar bay is the only place that we can deploy to for obvious reasons. We can't really get the APC anywhere in here yet, which we may not be able to for this whole mission just because we're on a space station. But yeah, the fact that we haven't been able to get the APC truck, the vehicle with guns, the fact that we haven't been able to really rely on it at all is also making this a lot more difficult. So currently it has us going with 1 Marine that's tired. And then, of course, undisciplined's not great. It won't do anything bad on its own, but if we would happen to roll that stress effect, we would end up losing a command point after rolling only 1 instead of having to roll 2. And Heavy Heart seems pretty nasty in the long run. However, in the short run, right now, it's okay. However, is there anyone else? No. No, there's not. So, we're going with what we got. And let's see, you're level 6, so you should be able to use the heavy pulse rifles and the submachine gun. So that will help at least a little bit, and you as well. And we have 1 flamer and a bunch of shotguns. I suppose I could get rocket launchers? A rocket launcher might help. Granted, most of the corridors are so tight, I don't know if we would really be able to use it. Okay, how much would it take to make it? We're gonna have to course back all the way out of this. I mean, mines actually might be more useful than a rocket launcher here, and I never thought I would say that in my life. But being able to set traps at choke points honestly might be better in this case because we're dealing with a lot of narrow corridors. Alright, well, explosives time. We're just gonna take both. Yeah, okay, don't have quite enough for both. Should have maybe stopped to look at that.
Hello, Administrator.
Can you tell it's early in the morning? Okay, well, we have the mines, and like I said, I think those actually might be more useful in this particular case.
Uploading mission data.
Just because of the type of map we're working with. What level do you need to be to equip the mines? Only level 2. So that's another benefit, is I'm pretty sure for the rocket launcher, only like Sharp and Kurtz would have been able to equip it. And then of course, our level 1 guy, he can only equip the shotgun. And honestly, I'm probably going to want to have it at least 1 and maybe preferably 2 shotguns on every deployment. Because it's still, the skill is kind of just old. Well, I'd say old reliable, but it does miss a lot. Old semi-reliable. But I want at least 1 because it's just a good, oh crap, that alien has grabbed my Marine. Because it tends to stun out and interrupt things like that. So we're going to go with that. Now, I honestly don't really remember how many supplies were left. And I remember the situation in here being pretty bad. So we're going to go with 3 of everything. We still might need extraction devices. We have not explored anywhere near the whole map. And I definitely want the stasis grenade. I may not bother with the armor. Granted, we have 27 Xeno material, but I get the feeling we're going to unlock more stuff eventually, so we may eventually be spending a lot of Xeno material on 1 deployment if I think it's going to be really difficult. So honestly, having a stock of Xeno material would probably not be the worst idea. So we're going to leave the armor, but we're going to take the extraction device in case we would run into facehuggers, because I really don't like the idea of those being instant kills. And stasis grenade, because that movement penalty on the grenades has kind of saved our butts a few times watching the footage. It hasn't always worked, but it's worked a few times. And we have the levitating truck again. And the invisible ship. Wonderful. Beautiful start. Hunslet decided to pull her disappearing act. She reappeared. It's fine.
Don't get too comfy, okay?
And also, since our sergeant does have the radio backpack upgrades, and I guess 2 of them must have team spirit as well, we actually have 5 command points instead of 3. So I guess the undisciplined one, that I would still prefer to keep all 5 command points, but it'll help offset it. We won't feel it as bad as we otherwise might, because I'm honestly still used to only having 3, maybe 4. Okay, so let's make a plan while we're still standing in this relatively safe area. Relatively safe. Okay, you know what? Let's make the plan while we're behind the truck. That seems like a good idea. Okay. So, even down here, we're going to have some patrolling. It's just that there's only the one spawn point, at least as far as we know, so it's a bit easier to manage. However, there isn't much stuff down here that is open. We're currently trying to find the code breaker. There's a crate in the mechanical room. There were a bunch of crates everywhere, but so far we can only get the one in the mechanical room. And there was a data pad that I was desperately trying to find while playing Circle the Pillar with a xenomorph. So we ended up having to just bail on that. And I remember it being closer to like this elevator. But we can change the floor. So let's...
Okay.
So yeah, there's the elevator that would come up over here. But of course, that's really far away from everything we need to do. There were some crates, like, kind of closer to this part, I think. But we haven't unlocked the objective for those yet, so I can pretty much guarantee we won't be able to pick them up yet.
We didn't come here to enjoy the view, so move, now.
It's called making a plan, Sergeant. You maybe have heard of it. Anyway, so yeah, that's this one crate that we can actually pick up right now. It's in the room that I believe may still have some welds, although they're not showing up, at least while we're on this floor. But if we come in through here, I don't think we can blow this barricade down. I'm going to take a look and see if we can, but I don't think we can. So we would end up having to go all the way around that way, which is not going to be super fun, but so far is the closest way we've got, unless this ends up being something I can blow up. Let's see. Now I'm going to just really zoom in and try.
We didn't come here to enjoy the view, so move now.
To see where that PDA that they were talking about is. Maybe it's this one? I mean, the conversation triggered when we came in here, if, like, I was understanding correctly when I was watching the footage, but maybe it just got delayed by something and it was supposed to trigger in here, because that is the only data pad that I see marked on the map. So we're gonna try to go for that, and hopefully it's the right one. So we're gonna come out here, go in here, investigate this room, grab that data pad. Hopefully it's the one that it wants me to pick up for that secondary objective. And then, well, we might explore up here a little bit and see what our options are, but at some point we're going to come over here, circle down, and get that crate. And other than that, I think we're mostly just exploring, which, you know, while dodging xenomorphs. Fun.
We didn't come here to enjoy.
Okay. Downside to taking a minute to plan, they've had time to spawn. You'd think that it would maybe not have so many since we are on minimum alien aggressiveness, but maybe that just affects the speed at which they spawn and maybe how fast they move around, but it doesn't seem to have any effects on like how many there will eventually be on the floor, and that one might just be coming in. So, you know what? We're gonna hang out way back here. Nope, okay, it's turning around. We do, of course, have, like, probably that motion tracker would be the one to use to draw them to. But I'm gonna get at least a little bit closer before we do that. Because we need to get to this elevator. And with this many wandering around... Alternatively, I could maybe trigger this one and just pull them in toward the truck. And this one would be a lot easier to replace. The problem if I use this one is, you know, I get one use of it. And then I have to go try to replace it. This would be much, much easier to replace. Okay, we're gonna try that. If I could get at least a couple of them out, that would help. And so I'm gonna go over here behind this crate because that's the only thing I'm seeing that Looks like it might break their sight lines. Because apparently none of this is hideable.
Something around.
Shh, go truck.
I have multiple signals.
Oh, we're gonna get all of them.
Quiet. Didn't see us.
Well, that worked even better than I thought it would. All right. I'll just put this roughly where the other one was. Easy enough to replace it.
Setting up motion.
And everyone else, because he's just gonna have to catch up. All right, good. He's basically right behind him.
There's something around.
Oh, great. Weren't quite quick enough. I wish that I'd put this one just a little further up. All right, that door's not open. So, just need to wait for that thing.
Don't get
I mean, we get close enough to the elevator, and I will just run for it. Because when we area transition... Oh, crapola. There's nowhere to go in here. So, of course, it's going to come this way. Well, blow past this one and run for the elevator? Yeah, because I can't tell him to get any closer to this door. Again, being able to control them individually would have really helped.
It's seen us!
But yeah, he won't. And I had them over as far as I could get them, and if they shuffled around, it probably wouldn't have worked. So here we are. All right, it's going to run, so I'm going to aim forward.
You like that, huh?
And now, shotgun.
Eat that, fuckers!
Okay, shotgun might have been unnecessary, but
Double time.
anyway, run, 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 run. We just need to get for the elevator.
On my way.
Okay. Well, we're immediately starting with a bunch that seem to be mostly stationary. It's about the only good news. Okay.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
Move on!
Never, ever say that. Good freaking Lord. If it's quiet, you should just enjoy the peace for all of 5 seconds it will last.
On my way.
Okay, we're gonna recover that data pad, and we're gonna connect to the sector map.
Hey, I found something. Looks like a data pad.
And the rest of you are just gonna get into a hidey position. Cerberus Protocol. Engagement report. Pioneer Station, Lethe, blah, blah, blah. Vessels listed by transponder ID. The USCSS Baldwin, destroyed. UNIC Bentonville, destroyed. USS Otago, presumed destroyed. So just, I guess so far it has only destroyed those ships. So I suppose that's good. No one's tried to come in, so I'm going to assume that they are bothering to at least broadcast a warning, but maybe we've just been lucky. Kieran Carr, log number 1. From Technician First Class Kieran Carr to Security Chief Sally Durant. Sentry gun update. I've successfully deactivated most of the sentry guns and placed them in the armory. Firing pins and targeting arrays have been dismantled. The only way they'll hurt anyone now is if they fall off the racking. That leaves 2. They're newer models and I'm not familiar with the safeguards. I've transmitted a request to the Otago for the schematics, but they're giving me the runaround. Perhaps a nudge from Pioneer Station's security chief might speed things along? See you at dinner. So why were you dismantling all the sentry guns? Cultist? Yeah, we read this game. It's fine.
There's something around.
Wait, does this version of the map actually pause? It doesn't look like it, because, I mean, I'm still seeing the pulses, but it doesn't look like stuff's actually moving. I mean, you have to access the map to get it to do that, of course, but it's still kind of useful. I think we've revealed most of this floor. I mean, there are definitely some bits we haven't, so I might come back to it if we end up getting stuck later, but for now... Docking Bay has probably a bunch of stuff we haven't revealed, but it's a bunch of stuff we can't even get to. And the command level doesn't even have the option. Wonderful. The thing is, we came in with 3 tools, and I'm not seeing very many, like, left on the map. I'm seeing some med kits, I'm seeing some xenomaterial, which can look very similar to the tools at a glance. I see 1 body, 2 bodies that might possibly have tools, but could just as easily not. So I see like 1 in the generator room. And then down here, I see 1 by that elevator. And that's it. So tools honestly might be in slightly short supply, so I'm not going to burn them. If I could reveal like the floor we haven't been on at all, I would, but we've been around most of this already.
Safe position taken.
Okay. I see 3 of you in cover. Where's the 4th? Anyway, hopefully that just sorts itself out.
More signals incoming.
All right, so there is apparently a body behind us. We're gonna search that.
Affirmative.
Ammo. Well, I'll
Move
take
on.
it. Okay.
I have multiple signals.
That one's stationary. It's an event. We're fine. There's apparently an objective we're searching for. I'm going to assume that's the code breaker. So it's over in here somewhere, and I've just somehow not found it.
More signals incoming.
Okay, that's a spawn point. Not seeing anything else of interest in this direction. We need to go down this hall, which is unfortunate because there are a lot of xenomorphs just sort of scattered in it right now. So we're going to take a slight detour.
Move on.
Try. See if we can locate some stuff.
They're heading our way.
Okay, we didn't go in this room.
It came from below.
That's their leader. He should have the codebreaker on him.
Roger.
Let's see what's inside. Accessing terminal.
Why did searching the leader?
What's next, Sarge?
We follow Hayes' instructions. Reach the AI room and open it. But keep your eyes peeled. There might be something worthy of salvage on this station.
Alright, so we did find one more tool in here. Please tell me that that is just the Marines being slightly dumb and opening a door. Yes, it was. Okay.
Hurry up, you slugs!
That one's stationary, and it left. Okay. So we can move again. And that one appears to just, whatever it is, it's just staying there. So we would have to circle around and go in here.
Stay frosty, Marines.
Which is what we're gonna do.
They're heading our way.
I'm gonna try to just head straight through here and then out that way. Subject, of course, to how many aliens are moving around.
More signals incoming. Come on, team.
Okay, let's wait up here because we've got that one moving.
Hurry up, you slugs!
We do have that door there, of course. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't going to open it on us. Okay, we're going to circle around this way. We're going to try to. Let's see. We've got that one moving.
I have
Now,
multiple.
of course, I could try to draw it over here, but that might draw in more than just it.
Come on, team.
Gonna start him walking.
Heading our way.
Oh, great. It's doubling back. That's what I was worried about. Gonna just be ready to order them over here if it heads this way. Oh, it is.
Move! Move!
Oh, now you double back. Alright. Come on, pick a direction. Okay, you're gonna head that way again.
I have multiple signals. Come on, team. They're heading our way.
Copy. Let's see what's inside.
So the other two doors either got the welds broken or for some reason it didn't persist.
I don't think that's all the materials. Maybe they've tried to vent some? There aren't many places you can do that. Let me mark them for you.
Hurry up, squad.
We're gonna get back in one of these rooms because that's where I feel that we have the best chance of me being able to look at a map without getting caught.
More signals incoming.
So that's where we're gonna be. Okay, guys, just hang out there for a second.
More.
Yeah, the other spaces where we found crates. Now we can go look at them. Our best bet for getting up there would be to approach from that other elevator. I'm not going to try to work my way all the way back across there. So we need to search over here again because we found the code breaker. Now you know objectives are moving along.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
So, Got like a spawn point over here, but I don't think that leads to any more anyway. I think we've investigated most of the floor that we can even access right now, so we're just kind of at follow the objectives.
They're heading our way.
So, oh, it's beeping about that one. We're fine.
You looking for a
We're just going to avoid that hallway. We're going to come back up here and go around that way. Keep a door between us and whatever that is.
Don't get too comfy, okay? I have multiple signals. More signals incoming. Move on!
Stationary.
We're at the AI room.
Good. That space is well guarded. The codebreaker will open it, but I'm pretty sure the security system will identify the device as a threat.
Meaning?
You're gonna set off alarms halfway across the station.
God damn it. I was trying to get them to hide,
Case squad,
and
we need
also
to
trying to...
kill zone. All right. We need some choke points to keep the critters at bay. How about here?
You guys have completely missed the fact that we got spotted because you were blabbing over everything, haven't you? But yeah, I was trying to get them to hide, and the subtitles were not helping make that all that visible, and, well, here we are. I should have just told them to hide as soon as they started talking. It's just baked into my brain in games that when in-game cutscenes start, enemies just kind of stop. Unless there's like active combat already going on. I'm just used to it not being concerned because the game wants you to focus on what's being said. This game doesn't do that. And I get that it's like, you know, wanting you to not ever feel safe, and, you know, that's part of the tension, but it is kind of fighting my own instincts to remember, oh, I need to get into cover while they take a million years to describe a very basic goal. That's the other thing. They are very wordy.
Let's rock!
Okay, can we get suppressive fire on anything that would be useful? Maybe this, like, corridor.
Suppressive fire!
Let's have that coming from you. And you again.
Now that's what I'm talking about!
One thing I did notice is that the suppressive fire, it doesn't just slow them down, it makes their movement patterns more predictable. They don't jump as much. Makes it a lot easier to hit with things like the shotgun. Okay. Well, we're in a hunt, and that ain't going to be changing anytime soon, because I don't even see the option to try to weld ourselves in here, which would be about the only way to interrupt it at this point. I also get the feeling that whatever this is going to do, they said something about it would detect the codebreaker being a threat, so that's probably going to start some combat anyway. So I think we're just at set up the sentry guns and bunker down phase of things. And I cannot set it up. Why can't I set it up?
Zeno in approach!
They've got our scent. Look alive! Light him up! Oh yeah, it smells good.
Game, seriously, what are you wanting me to interact with?
That thing saw us.
Great. Do I need to not be in a hunt for this to work? Is this one of those objectives? So you threw me into a hunt trying to explain the objective, and now I can't do the objective because I'm in a hunt. Beautiful.
Tango down.
So at this point, I'm just gonna have to move because they're gonna keep coming in here. And this is where I try to remember where the flippin' elevator is.
Mine is bigger.
Yeah, well, I don't know why you felt the need to say that in this moment. That time has paused. Well, we're just gonna head for the elevator and try to cut this hunt short.
They're heading our way. Right now. Come on, team.
So now that that hunt's over with, let's figure out what we're supposed to be doing in here.
There's something around.
I'd like to eventually go to the other elevator downstairs, but...
That's the armory. Sentry guns. Probably left over from the 77 uprising. Let's grab those Marines.
More signatures spotted.
Good job, folks. Now let's get back to our objectives.
Okay, so there were 2 sentry guns in there. We could just place one. Maybe at a choke point or something. Because there's a spawn point over there, but I can't place... Okay, I see an objective that involves placing a sentry gun. Did you guys seriously? You did! I can only place a sentry gun in this tiny little circle that I thought was part of the floor. I mean, yeah, looking at it now, it's pretty obvious it's an objective marker, and I remember them saying something about needing to place sentry guns in here, but why in this circle? Why does it lock down my ability to place sentry guns anywhere else? Because God forbid, what if we were facing a massive onslaught right now? And I'm in this corner, and I'm like trying to set up my defenses, and I just can't. I would like to just set one up so I could pick up the other gun there, and I can't. That's annoying enough. But this could literally just lead to a squad death that absolutely didn't need to happen. Okay, I guess go place a sentry gun in the magic circle, or we're not going to be able to use our guns.
Move on.
Those are both stationary. It's fine. But yeah, that's why I was trying to place one on this ramp here. Something in my brain just went, oh, it's an AI room. This weird blue thing is just part of the floor. And it's not. It's an objective circle, even though most of the objective circles up to this point have been orange or kind of yellow-orange. Wonderful. Great. Place a sentry gun here, I guess. Oh, and it also needs to be facing this tiny little corner. They really want to be super specific about where you're placing a sentry gun right now, I guess.
Sentry activated.
Deploying sentry gun.
More signatures spotted.
So, what if you don't have 3 sentry guns with you? Because we picked up 2 out of that container, so I guess you need to bring at least 1 or you're boned.
Sentry almost ready.
Well, that worked out nicely.
Good. Defenses are set. Hope you're ready, squad. Codebreakers a go.
More signals incoming. Come on, team.
Okay. I really want to get that other sentry gun before we do this, because I get the feeling we're gonna need them.
Slugs. I have multiple signals. Shh. Here's one. We're spotted.
Why did you? Everyone else doubled back, and you just tripped over whatever this is. Wonderful. Just wanted to get another sentry gun. Okay, fine. We're gonna go trigger the code breaker thing now, because that's probably gonna kick something off anyway, and we may as well do it now.
It burns! It burns!
Yeah, wonderful. Don't care. Trigger it or don't. Oh, let's just put one in a vent right here.
Watch out!
They've got our scent. Look alive.
All right.
Warning. Unauthorized access to AI room. Dispatch security team. Warning.
They're coming!
More signals incoming. They're everywhere.
Okay, we're gonna kind of point this one so that it can try to cover the other guns.
They're heading our way.
Would have loved to go get the 5th sentry gun, or even just have it set up in a hall somewhere, which it would have been if you hadn't locked down my sentry gun placement.
More! Inbound!
Incoming.
They're using the vents to bypass the kill zone. Watch your backs.
Come on, team.
Check your vitals. Let's rock!
I don't really want to commit to suppressive fire because, as I heard him say something about vents, so stuff's probably going to pop up back here. And when you commit a mirroring to suppressive fire, I'm pretty sure they only fire within the suppressive fire cone. But, I mean, I could use grenades instead. I would have liked to set up mines, but the way that they set this up just made the whole thing so frustrating that I just sort of threw my hands up in the air and just went along with what the game wanted me to do. Okay, they got that turret out.
Good work, Marines. Looks like we've got a few minutes, people. Make the most of it. Bind up and strap in.
I don't know. I'm getting very irritated with this game's attempts to be, I don't know what to call it, cinematic.
On my way.
Because it keeps trying to take more control away from me than it needs to, and resulting in some very nasty situations.
Bring them down.
Ah, it burns! It burns! Grenade!
Because I could have had more sentry guns here. I could have had mines. And I was just so angry with what it was doing.
Safe position taken.
Watch out. Tango down.
Roger.
I hate this job.
Clearance granted. Stand clear of the blast door.
Nicely done, squad. Now get Hayes inside so we can grab this cancellation sequence.
Ah, disgusting.
Here's your sample.
Suppose repair the guns and pick them up. That is also not how I would have placed them. I would have brought them in tighter around here so that this back gun could cover them better and so that the Marines could cover them better.
Right now! Get up, sweetie!
Guess we're alive.